What kind of person willingly signs up for a job where the interview process includes freezing oceans, sleep deprivation, explosions, and someone yelling at you while you carry a log the size of a small car? Because that's essentially what happens when someone decides to join elite military forces. It sounds insane, slightly theatrical, and oddly fascinating. Like a mix between the Olympics, a survival reality show, and the world's most stressful group project. Yet every year, thousands of people volunteer for this challenge, knowing most of them won't make it. So why do elite forces even exist? Why are they so hard to join? And what kind of human decides this is a reasonable career move? According to the official overview of elite forces training and selection, special operations units are designed to handle missions that conventional forces can't: counter-terrorism, reconnaissance, hostage rescue, and operations in extreme environments. Meaning they need people who can operate independently, adapt quickly, and perform under intense pressure.
The modern military is basically a giant machine made of specialized parts. Most soldiers are trained to operate as part of large, coordinated units. Think battalions, brigades, divisions. The equivalent of a huge orchestra where everyone has sheet music and a conductor. Elite forces, on the other hand, are the jazz band of the military. Fewer players, more improvisation, and the occasional terrifying solo. These units are smaller, faster, and designed to be deployed quickly for high-risk missions where precision matters more than sheer numbers. And because their missions often involve secrecy, speed, and complex decision-making, the selection process isn't just about physical strength. In fact, the physical part is only the beginning. The real filter is psychological.
Let's be honest, plenty of people can run far, lift heavy things, and survive a boot camp. But elite forces want people who can do all that while exhausted, wet, hungry, cold, confused, and being told they are failing repeatedly. Why? Because the stress is the test. Selection programs intentionally create extreme fatigue and uncertainty to see who keeps functioning anyway. The goal is not to find the strongest person, it's to find the person who refuses to quit when quitting would make perfect sense.
Imagine a hiring manager who doesn't trust resumes, references, or interviews. Instead, they drop applicants in the middle of nowhere with a backpack and say, "We'll know in a week." That's elite force selection in spirit. Candidates face long marches carrying heavy loads, complex problem-solving tasks, water survival exercises, and sleep deprivation designed to test mental resilience. Many candidates quit voluntarily. Others are removed for safety reasons. Only a small percentage complete the process. The attrition rate is not a bug, it's the feature.
Now, here's the paradox. The training is intentionally brutal, but the goal is not cruelty, it's risk management. When missions involve hostage rescue or counter-terrorism, mistakes are catastrophic. There's no room for panic, ego, or indecision. The selection process is essentially a giant stress simulation designed to reveal personality traits under pressure. Can you follow orders when exhausted? Can you lead when plans collapse? Can you admit mistakes quickly? Can you work as a team when you secretly want to lie down and cry? These are the traits that matter more than how many push-ups someone can do.
And teamwork is the hidden theme of elite forces. Popular culture loves the image of the lone warrior, silent, mysterious, and dramatically walking away from explosions. Reality is far less cinematic and far more cooperative. Elite units rely on small teams where trust is everything. Members depend on each other for survival, so arrogance and selfishness are liabilities.
A candidate who is physically impressive but cannot cooperate under stress is unlikely to succeed. The selection process constantly evaluates communication, leadership, and the ability to function in a group.
This is where things get slightly ironic. The most elite warriors in the world spend a surprising amount of time proving they can be good teammates. It turns out the ultimate test of toughness isn't just endurance, it's humility. You have to accept feedback, adapt quickly, and sometimes follow someone younger or less experienced because the mission requires it. Hollywood sells individual heroism. Real operations depend on collective competence. Another crucial trait is adaptability. Elite forces often operate in unpredictable environments: jungles, deserts, mountains, cities, oceans, sometimes all in the same career. Training includes survival skills, advanced weapons handling, navigation, medical training, and language or cultural awareness, depending on the mission profile. The goal is versatility. When a team deploys, they must be prepared for scenarios that don't exist in textbooks.
And here's a detail that surprises many people. Intelligence and problem-solving matter as much as physical fitness. Missions frequently require quick decision-making and strategic thinking. Candidates may face complex navigation challenges or problem-solving tasks under stress. It's less run fast and more run fast while solving puzzles and not getting lost. Elite forces want people who can think clearly when adrenaline is high and information is incomplete, which, coincidentally, describes most real-world crises.
There's also the question of motivation. Why volunteer for something so difficult? The reasons vary: a desire for challenge, a sense of purpose, the appeal of belonging to a highly skilled team, or the opportunity to serve in a unique role. Many candidates are drawn by the chance to test their limits and contribute to missions that require specialized skills. It's not about seeking danger for fun, it's about seeking meaning through challenge. Or at least that's the poetic version. The less poetic version is that some people just really like difficult challenges. Of course, the training doesn't end after selection. Completing the selection process simply means you're allowed to begin specialized training, which can last months or years. Candidates learn advanced tactics, survival skills, and mission-specific capabilities. The idea is continuous improvement, because the world changes, threats evolve, and yesterday's expertise becomes tomorrow's warm-up. And here's the broader perspective. Elite forces exist because modern conflicts are complex. Large armies are essential for defense and stability, but certain missions require precision and speed rather than scale. Small teams can operate discreetly, gather intelligence, and respond quickly to emerging threats. Elite forces are essentially the military's answer to high-stakes, time-sensitive problems. There's a strange beauty in the logic of it all. The selection is brutal, so the missions can be precise. The training is relentless, so the decisions can be calm. The standards are high because the consequences are higher. It's not about creating superhumans. It's about carefully identifying people who perform well under extreme pressure and then training them relentlessly. And maybe that's the most fascinating part. Elite forces aren't defined by muscles or toughness alone, but by mindset. Persistence, adaptability, teamwork, and the ability to stay calm when everything goes wrong. Traits that sound suspiciously useful in everyday life, minus the helicopters. So the next time you hear about elite military forces, remember that behind the dramatic reputation is a very practical idea. Find people who don't quit when things get hard, train them to work together, and prepare them for missions where failure isn't an option. Which leaves us with a slightly uncomfortable question. how many of us would pass the test, and how many of us would quit before the log carrying even started?